All right, shalom, shalom. Coming to you in the name of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and salutations unto the Akim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. It's the brother Yeromia Shema, and I'm coming back at you with this quick. It's going to be a quick one. Jake, understand when it's too late. And pretty much, the other day I was, in fact, last night I was watching a documentary, and it was, to do on knife crime. And I think actually saw when the part I'm about to show you, actually saw it on the news, when it was fresh, man. And yeah, I was watching this documentary. I was watching it with someone, and of course the scriptures came to mind. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly play this for you, and then we'll get into a couple of precepts that I've got on deck. But pretty much Jake understands when it's too late. But overall Jake is gonna get it, man. All Israel's gonna get it. Okay. Because as much as we get onto the 2/3 and whatnot, and people that don't listen, that's just their lot, man. It's frustrating, but you can't get too emotional about it. At the end of the day, Jake will, the scriptures speak of Israel, all Israel being saved, man. And this is why we need the salvation of the Messiah, man, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Anyways, let me share the screen. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna share the screen really quickly, and then just bear with me 1 second. Right. Now listen to this.
He's coming up to mop up. The community is talking about no informing. That's got to stop. That came about, no informing, was when we was under police brutality. Now we're not under police brutality anymore. We're under black on black brutality. There's blacks and there's niggers. We've got to get the niggers out of our community so the black people in our community can carry on and prosper as we're meant.
Now this man here, as you see on screen, his son was stabbed, and he didn't die, but he's pretty much got life-changing conditions. He can't do anything for himself. He's wheelchair bound. He has a tube that clears his throat because it messed up his respiratory system and whatnot. And he looks out of it, and that's a sad case. But the father's saying, look, there's blacks and there's niggers. We got to get the niggers out of our community so the blacks can prosper. All right. Now, on a very, very low level, this father has woken up, man. All right. On an extremely low level, this father has woken up. All right. That there's blacks and there's niggers. Now, the truth is, there's Israelites. All right. Or I should say, because we're all Israelites, there's the elect, and then there's a great multitude, and then there's the 2/3. We've got to get rid of the 2/3 so that the elect can prosper. That is really, the perfected version of this man's statement. But he doesn't know that. Because he's come to the realization of there's blacks and niggers, because his son, has been stabbed, man, and has got life-changing conditions. All right. Now I'm not getting onto the man. The man is saying a truth indeed. Okay. But just fine-tuning his statement. It's not really blacks and niggers. It's really the elect and the 2/3, man. Okay. And he said, what? You've got to get rid of the niggers so that the blacks can move forward and prosper. Okay. Now that indeed is what? Is a biblical concept. Okay. That is actually a biblical concept, man. Now, as you can see on the screen, I've got a couple of precepts up, and it says in Zechariah chapter 13 and 8. uh And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Okay, exactly. But it says two-thirds shall be cut off and die, man. Okay, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, and that's exactly what you know, that's exactly what this man was talking about, man, on a low level. That look, you got to get rid of the niggers, man. Well, the niggers are the two-thirds, man, out of all the tribes, man. Okay, you know, and that's exactly what the Lord is doing, man. Okay, because as the man was saying, we're not under police brutality. Okay, well, that's a bit, I wouldn't agree on that. Okay, we're very much under, it's really Edomite brutality, okay, which is just expressed through one of the avenues of what the police force, but there's various ways of Edomite brutality, that's put upon Jake, man, upon Israelites, mentally, spiritually, physically. Okay, but the police force is one of those avenues. So yeah, we still are under police brutality, and I don't agree with that, But I understand what the man was trying to say is that Jake, or niggas as he put it, I'm saying what the man said, niggas as he put it, are more of a threat and do the job basically, as he goes on to say, which I'm not gonna play, but he goes on to say, do the job for the white man, okay, being that they come against each other, okay, you know we're on the black or niggerish brutality. All right. Now, but the scriptures tell us that, man. All right. This is why, the men of the Lord, we don't get too emotional about it, man. Because one, it serves multiple purposes, man. Okay, it's the judge, it's their individual judgment. All the niggas that get put to death and stabbed and shot and stuff, it's their individual judgment. And that's a means of the Lord getting rid of them. Okay. And those that remain, he's also gonna get rid of them. Okay, it's as simple as that, man. Why? Because two-thirds have to be cut off and die. All right, there's nothing to be emotional about. It's just a process that must happen. Okay, Romans chapter 9 and 6, and it says, not as though the word of the Most High have taken on effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. Okay, now there's a balance to this. Yeah, they are Israelites, but at the end of the day, man, not all Israel's of Israel. Why? Because there's regular day Israelites, and then there's the Israel of the Most High, which is who? The elect. Okay, so as simple as that, man. Can't get too emotional about things, man. This is Galatians chapter 6 and 16. As many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them, and mercy, and upon the Israel of God. Okay, so the Lord is really only, and we're only concerned about, the Lord is only concerned about, and because of that, we're only concerned about the Israel of the Most High, which is who, the hopeful elect, man. To hell with everybody else, and that's just a figure of speech, by the way. Okay, but it couldn't care less, man. Where else am I going now? Quickly, I'm running through these, man. Baruch chapter 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities shall they remember themselves. All right, and how's that happen? Through the men of the Lord. So some will remain to be stiff-necked, but those who remember themselves will what? Are the men of the Lord coming back to our nationality. And how did that happen? Through the Lord sending his prophet. Okay, Elijah, this is Malachi chapter 4, and I'm gonna start from let me see, verse 4, and it says, remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Okay, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Okay, and we believe this to be the man Rabbi Abba Bivens. Okay, okay, well, not even that, we like I said that wrong, Salakia. The way I kind of said that is like it's true or conditional upon your personal belief, no, or my personal belief, that is, Elijah, let's see, Elijah is other Bivens which has come and back in the spirit realm now. Okay, if you can receive it, all right, you know, and that's how the truth really kick started off, man. With him, and he did turn the heart of the fathers to the children and the heart of the children to the fathers, man. Okay, which is really the sons, right? So from that point on down, to our elders, and then their elders, and then our elders, our apostle elders, man, having taught us, man. Okay, this thing continues, this thing grows, to mature to what? That number, okay, which has to be sealed, okay. But the point is, if you go back to the previous scripture and it says, but in the land of their in Baruch 2 and 30, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. That starts with this, man. All right, this is how we remembered ourselves. All right. Ephesians 5 and 26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it now, and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. So, this man, he's frustrated, he's sad, and so he has every right to be. A couple of years ago, his son was stabbed and is now left in this life, you know, changing condition and stuff like that. And he's talking about getting rid of the niggers. There's blacks and there's niggers. Well, as I said, he's the concept of what he's saying is indeed true. But if you fine tune that, there's what? There's the elect and there's the 2/3, as we started out with Zechariah chapter 13. Okay, you know. So that's pretty much it, man. You know, this is Romans chapter 11, verse 26, and it says, "So shall all Israel be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins." And that's beautiful, because this is just a quick one. I'm ending on this, precept. And Lord's will, Abarat Azar, man. I want to do, another lesson later on. If the spirit rules, man, if the spirit allows, Abarat Azar, you know, other one Razar, man, I might come back on later, and I want to do a lesson on the covenants. Okay, so it's kind of spiritual. I'm ending on this scripture, verse 27. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. All right, but it says what? All Israel shall be saved. So yeah, you got the 2/3 and you got niggers and whatnot. By the end of the day, in the kingdom, man, all Israel's gonna be saved, man. It's just that you and I want to make it out on the first time round, man. You don't want to be born into the kingdom. You want to be delivered and see the kingdom from the start, man. Okay, because being born into the kingdom means being put to death in this one, and you don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, by the end of the day, man, all Israel shall be saved. But the concept of what this father was saying, if there's blacks and there's niggers, I understand it. It's really there's the elect and then there's the 2/3, man. But with that, like I said, this is just a quick one. I wanted to bring out a couple of precepts on what this father said, in response to the unfortunate situation of his son being stabbed and left with these life-changing conditions. Okay, but that was it. Just a couple of precepts, man. Everything is fine-tuned and the truth comes out through what the scriptures. Okay, this is why we stick to the scriptures. But hey, shalom, Yahweh Shim Shai Barak Thumb, man. To the brothers on the comment board and so on, man. Like I said, Abarat Azar might come back on later, but I just wanted to throw this quick one out there. And until the next time, man, I'm gonna say shalom.